Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Code Switch in 2020. Today I want us to continue with grade 10 mathematics, looking at how to make the subject of the formula. So by the end of the lesson, you must be able to solve subject of the formula by changing any variable that they want you to make it the subject of the formula. So what do they mean when they say the subject of the formula? If, for example, you are given y equal to x over p, y is the subject of the formula. And you cannot have the subject of the formula if the coefficient of y is more than 1. So then if they say change the subject of the formula to be p, what you do is you are solving for p by doing cross multiplication. Then you will say p multiply by y will be equal to x. Then after multiplying by p, you divide both sides by y. Meaning you're going to get p multiplied by y divided by y will be equal to x over y. Therefore this y cancel out this y. Then p will be equal to x over y. Now our subject of the formula is p. And if they say now make x the subject of the formula, then you'll just do cross multiplication. It will be y multiplied by p equal to x. Therefore now x is the subject of the formula. Let's look at another question. Then now let's say this was number 1, number 2. So looking at y equals to x over p, we're given y equals to x over p. Y was the subject of the formula, and from the same equation we make p the subject of the formula, and you also make x the subject of the formula. So it depends on what they say, find and make it the subject of the formula. So now let's say we are given ax squared minus bx minus c equal to 0. And they say make a the subject of the formula. Then what are you going to do? You are going to transpose other terms that are not a to the right hand side. Meaning you are going to say ax squared will be equal to, we transpose negative bx to the right hand side. When we transpose negative, it becomes positive. Then this becomes bx. We transpose c to the right hand side, it becomes positive c. So since you are looking for a, not ax squared, you will divide both sides by x squared. Meaning you are going to say ax squared divided by x squared will be equal to bx plus c all divided by x squared. Then x squared cancel out x squared. We're going to be left with a, which equals to bx plus c all divided by x squared. Then now a is our subject of the formula. So let's look at the last one. Let's say now we're given Tn equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by t. And in this case, they say make a the subject of the formula. If we were to make a the subject of the formula, we'll just transpose n minus 1 multiplied by d to the left hand side. Therefore Tn minus, because of it was positive, into n minus 1 multiplied by d equal to a. Therefore, a is our subject of the formula. Then let's say from the same equation, which is Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d, they say make d the subject of the formula. Then there are two ways in which you can solve this one. The first one is we'll transpose a to the left hand side. Then means Tn minus a, because of it was positive, will be equal to n minus d. N minus 1 n minus 1 all multiplied by d. Then since this is the product, we can divide each side by n minus 1. Then you can say Tn minus 1 will be equal to n minus 1 multiplied by d. Divide both sides by n minus 1. Divide both sides by n minus 1. Therefore, n minus 1 cancel out n minus 1. It means Tn minus a over n minus 1 will be equal to d. Therefore, d is our subject of the formula. So another approach that you can take to make d the subject of the formula, if you are given Tn equal to a plus n minus 1 all multiplied by d. Is that you don't have to multiply each term by d. Tn equals to a plus, if you multiply each term by d, you'll have dn minus d. So again, it will force you to take d out as a common factor. So if it's like this, you don't multiply by d, because of you will have to say Tn transpose a this side to the left hand side, it becomes negative a will be equals to dn minus d. Then now you have 2d, which is for dn and d. So you have to take out the common factor. So Tn minus a will be equals to, when you take out the common factor, is d. We are left with n minus 1. Then again, you divide both sides by n minus 1. Divide both sides by n minus 1. Therefore, Tn minus a over n minus 1 will be equal to d. Then d is our subject of the formula. So let's check what we have done. We said when they say make the subject of the formula, you check the variable that they want you to make the subject of the formula and simplify. For example, we are given y equals to x over p. Then if they say make p the subject of the formula, you start by doing cross multiplication. Then it's p times y equal to x. Then since you're not looking for py, you divide each term by y, each term by y. Therefore, p will be equal to x over y. Then p now is our subject of the formula. Then if they said make x the subject of the formula, you just do cross multiplication. Then y multiplied by p equals to x. Now x is our subject of the formula. So if you are given ax squared minus bx minus c equals to 0, and they say make a the subject of the formula, you transpose other terms to the right hand side. If it's negative bx, it becomes positive bx. If it's negative c, it becomes positive c. And since you are not looking for ax squared, you divide both sides by x squared by x squared. Therefore, a will become bx plus c over x squared. Then a now is our subject of the formula. the last one that we talked about is if we are given Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by t, then if they say make a the subject of the formula, you transpose n minus 1 multiplied by t to the left hand side. Therefore, a becomes on the right hand side with the coefficient of 1, then a is our subject of the formula. And from the same formula of Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by t, if they say make t the subject of the formula, you start by transposing a to the left hand side. Therefore, Tn minus a will be equal to n minus 1 multiplied by t. Then you don't multiply each term by t. You don't say n minus t, and n multiplied by t, and d multiplied by -1. Because of you still have to take out the common factor. You just divide each side by n minus 1. Therefore, t becomes our subject of the formula, which equals to Tn minus a all divided by n minus 1. That will be all for this lesson. For more videos of how to find the subject of the formula, please go to Code Switching 2020. Thank you.